next time. Good evening. This is a meeting of the Athens Board of Zoning Appeals. The time is 7:01 p.m. and the date is March 12, 2019. At this time, I will call the meeting to order. The board consists of 5 members and 2 alternates, the alternates taking full part in the discussions and becoming a voting member in the absence of a member or when a member abstains for conflict of interest. Present tonight are members Mr. Ed Baum, Ms. Lisa Carson, Mr. John Udikans, and Ms. Kay Towsley. And our alternate members are not here, but on behalf of the board, I would like to thank Jessica Koplowitz for her service and contribution to City of Athens and also to the board, and we wish her the best luck. Also present are the zoning administrator, Mr. Rick Royce, and Secretary, Mr. Paul Eschenbacher. At this time, I invite you to view a pre-recorded video on the rules and procedures of the board.
The Athens Board of Zoning Appeals operates according to the following procedure. The chair will name and describe the case. The zoning administrator or secretary will state the basis of the objection and any applicable facts or conditions pertaining to the case. The appellant or their representative will give reason why the appeal should be viewed favorably. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the request will be heard. Anyone wishing to speak in general comment will be heard. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition will be heard. If necessary, the appellant or their representative will offer concluding, summary, or rebuttal remarks. Testimony from the floor shall be closed. The board will deliberate and render a decision. According to Athens City Code, Section 23.07.03b, the board has power to grant variances from the strict application of the code, provided the variance will not be contrary to the public interest, the spirit of the code is observed, public safety and welfare are secured, and substantial justice is done. According to Athens City Code, Section 23.07.10c, variances from the code shall not be granted unless the board makes specific findings of fact based directly on the particular evidence presented to it, that the standards and conditions imposed in this title, if applicable, have been met by the applicant. Exceptional circumstances. There are exceptional or extraordinary circumstances or conditions applying to the property in question or to the intended use of the property that do not apply generally to other properties or classes or uses in the same zone. Practical difficulty and undue hardship. Because of exceptional or extraordinary circumstances or conditions pertaining to a specific piece of property, a literal enforcement of these regulations will result in practical difficulty or undue hardship that is unnecessary to the achievement of public purposes. Preservation of equal property rights. Literal interpretation of these regulations would deprive the appellant of rights commonly enjoyed by others in the same zone and the same vicinity, while a granting of the requested variance will not confer on the applicant any special privilege that is denied to other properties in the same zone and the same vicinity. Minimum variance. The variance granted is the minimum variance required to make possible the reasonable use of the property. Absence of detriment. The authorizing of such variance will not be of substantial detriment to adjacent property and will not materially impair the purpose of the zoning code or the public interest. Not of a general nature. The condition or situation of the specific piece of property or the intended use of said property for which variance is sought, one or the other, or in combination, is not of so general or recurrent a nature as to make reasonably practicable the formulation of a general regulation for such condition or situation. Any person, resident, or officer, department, or appointed body of the City of Athens, aggrieved by a decision of the Board, may petition the Athens County Court of Common Pleas concerning the illegality of the decision. Such petition must be filed within 30 days after the mailing of the decision of the Board to the applicant. Thank you.
There is only one case tonight on the agenda, and that's the case for property 104 and a half West Union Street. The board is required to take testimony under oath. Would anyone wishing to speak concerning any item on the agenda please stand? Do you swear or affirm that any testimony you will present to the board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Be seated. Thanks. This is case 19-3V. The properties at 104 and 104 and a half West Union Street. The zone is R3, and BDT Architects are the appellants. The appellant is requesting a variance from ACC 23-1001, Table A, Schedule of Bulk Controls, to allow repair of a building with a left side setback of 0 feet, where 15 feet is the minimum requirement. A right side setback of 0 feet, where 15 feet is the minimum requirement. A front setback of 0 feet, where 25 feet is the minimum requirement. A rear setback of 28 feet, where 40 feet is the minimum requirement. And from ACC 23-1001, Table B, Office Street, parking requirements to allow 0 parking spaces where 20 parking spaces are the minimum requirement. Mr. Eschenbacher or Mr. Royce, anything you want to add?
Yes, I'd like to add, first of all, the zone is a B1, so that'd be a correction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then secondly, we are addressing this as we addressed previously, like the West Union fire. The building, unfortunately, suffered a gas explosion, as you very well know. And what we wanted to do at code is to address all the variances required of the building, the structure. So for future references, then that would be resolved. So if there was any need for a question of variances, they will have them in place.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for the code office? Okay, the appellants could please come to the podium, state your name and address for the records, and then we discuss. Okay.
Hi, Jim Thomas with BDT Architects. The address is 26 East Park Drive in Athens.
Okay. And you are representing the
Yes,
the
I'm
owner.
representing the owners.
Okay, great.
And I'm currently working with them with the city and the state on making repairs to the building.
Okay, I was there today. It seems that the construction has started already.
Yeah, we've been doing some to stabilize the building and also get it closed up. It's been a long road trying to get to that point, and the building continues to deteriorate just from the elements and everything.
And didn't you have to have this done before doing any repair work?
If I may speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
What they're doing is they got a demo permit.
Okay.
So they've been authorized to secure the building and prevent the elements from further entering into the building, because I figured if they didn't cover it and didn't address the issue, it would just get worse.
Okay.
So they do have a demo permit and permission to do that.
Okay, great. Thanks.
That's why you see how the way it's all structured,
Right,
because
right.
they're taking stuff off the second floor and throwing it into a dumpster.
Okay, very good. Anything you would like to add? This is your time to...
Okay. I was just going to run through. I think everybody knows the building. The first floor, it's about 1,500 square foot. It's been the psychopath for a long time. And the second floor is about 2,200 square feet. And there's 7 single occupancy apartments. From the explosion, most of the damage was on the second floor. There was about 15% of the floor joists weren't totally destroyed, but needed to be reinforced. 720 square feet of the roof needs to be repaired. The roof structure, not the roofing itself. And then there was about 610 square feet of masonry that has to be repaired. All we've proposed is to basically put it back in place. There's 2 apartments that totally needed to be basically reconstructed, and about 4 apartments that needed miscellaneous veneered repairs and drywall and painting and some flooring and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, any mechanical or any utilities that were damaged.
So once this remodeling or renovation is completed, you will not have anything added to the footprint? You will not have any more tenants as before, or
no more
it's going to be the
tenants.
same as before, right?
The floor plan will not change. We did a walkthrough with the state and had consulted with them on, you know, what we can do. And basically, the only thing extra was the new walls we were built had to be constructed as a new apartment wall would be, with, you know, fire rating and all that. So everything that's being replaced is being replaced to the new code, but no additional rooms, no changing of the rooms or the spaces below.
Okay. Any questions for? No questions. You may be seated for now. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the request will be heard now. Anyone wishing to speak in general comment will be heard now. In general comment 3.
General comment.
Please state your name and address, and then...
My name is Maxine Rantain. I'm at 74 2nd Street, Athens, and I'm the owner of 104 and 104 and a half. We've been in business, and we've been in that establishment for 36 years. We have never had parking, most because it's a bicycle shop. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that come to the business come in on bicycle or get dropped off or have, you know, the street parking. Most of our tenants are grad students, and they also do not come with cars. 1 or 2 might, but they find parking on their own. So we've never had a problem with parking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who want to speak in opposition? Okay. So we're going to close the discussion from the floor. And this is one of the cases exceptional cases that we have been discussing, and actually kind of it triggers from the section 230504, repair or replacement of damaged buildings. We have property owners who want to basically repair their building, and they're not changing any footprint, and they are not adding to the number of people. And if they don't do anything, the house will probably fall apart. And we would like to propose to the city council that this becomes some kind of an automatic approval by the code office, maybe eventually, and not to be coming for the variances. I know Lisa and Kay, you are still working on that. Any update you would like to share now? Not yet? Okay. Okay, we're going to be proposing that in the near future.
I have a question.
Yes.
So about the parking, would this, if we let this go, would the parking become a precedent for any other people coming up here saying, well, psychopath?
We already have that with the West Union Fire.
Okay.
The 3 buildings there were provided variances for all their parking.
Okay.
And we have those cases if you wish to see them.
Okay,
The precedence has already been set.
Gotcha.
Well, the code as of now is that, any changes, they have to meet the code.
Okay.
But we are introducing this special cases that they are not increasing anything, they are not adding anything, but basically they want to update the building, and then they have to follow all these variances. Dr. Baum, would you like to?
I'd love to make a motion.
Okay.
I move that the Board of Zoning Appeals grant a variance from ACC 23-1001 Table A Schedule of Bulk Controls to the property at 104, 104 and a half West Union Street, namely a left side setback of 0 feet where 15 feet is the minimum requirement, and right side setback of 0 feet where 15 feet is the minimum requirement, a front setback of 0 feet where 25 feet is minimum requirement, a rear setback of 28 feet where 45 feet is minimum requirement,
40.
and from ACC, 40, I'm sorry, and from ACC 2310-1, Table B, off-street parking requirement to allow 0 parking spaces where 20 parking spaces are the minimum requirement.
Do we have a second?
A second.
Okay. Exceptional circumstances. This is pretty much clear.
Yeah.
There was a fire, explosion. Practical difficulty. Without the variance, they will not be able to continue to conduct their business as usual. Preservation of equal property rights. That's okay. Minimum variance. Absence of detriment.
Yep.
And not of a general nature.
True.
True.
All in favor of granting this variance, please raise your hand. And all opposed? You have the variance 5-0.
Mr. Thomas, please note that you have to reapply so we can attach this variance to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Reapply for
The application. Yeah, you don't need to submit the plans. We'll keep those plans, but just resubmit the application.
We need to go to
Thank you.
Other business.
Okay, the disposition of the minutes from February 12, 2019. I read it. I found it very good. Anybody, any comments? We have a motion to approve the minutes.
I so move.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes of February 12, please raise your hand. Motion approved. And the meeting is adjourned.
Where did we pull you from?